Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 season is on the air. Tonight we are at Kauffman Stadium. Today's date is April 7th, 99. We got a good American League matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals. The Red Sox come into this game a record of 1-0. The Royals a record of 0-1. Still very much in the infant stages of this 99 season. And so of course they're continuing this series here on April 7th of 99. So the Red Sox and the Royals will be facing each other here tonight. And we should have our first look at these two teams for the 99 season and our first American League matchup. So this should be a lot of fun tonight, at least I hope so, as we continue to move early on here in April of 99. Joel Turney and Doug Hunt are first to join us here at Kauffman Stadium. The Red Sox historically won this game 6-0. They had 13 hits and no errors. The Royals had 4 hits and 2 errors, but no runs. So we'll see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight, as Mark Russell now joins us here at Kauffman Stadium, and he says he was at this game. Well, there you go. Sometimes I do get a couple of games on the channel where some people are at. It does happen, and not every game is random. I try to get every team, of course, in the first or second block. But good to know that you were here, Mark, and we'll see what happens tonight. So the Red Sox and the Royals. I'm sure I'll get a few more Red Sox fans joining in tonight. And we got to get things started. So let's go here. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals tonight is Jose Rosado. 10 wins, 14 losses, a 3.85 ERA in 99. He got the call tonight. Nothing really wrong with those stats. And we'll see what he brings to the table. We are at Kauffman Stadium. Pitchers Park, -3 to strikeouts, -1 to walks, only 170 home runs. Now, 170 home runs, and I'm saying it's a pitcher's park. Remember, from 1998 to about 2005, the steroid era was in full swing. So, pitcher's park, and yet only 170 home runs. Okay, that would be considered a hitter's park pretty much in 1983 that we just finished, or a different season. So let's get things going tonight as the fans are set, and we go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the Boston designated hitter, Jose Offerman. I think he belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. 294 average, 8 homers, 69 RBIs in 99. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Royals are the home team. Kansas City coming out strong. Red Sox could be a very interesting team in this replay. As we are set and ready to go, let's play some baseball tonight. Rosado, 3-4, strikeout 11. That's going to be missed. Offerman, 2-1, and he powers one into left field. That's a 12, and against the lefty, Offerman will lead off with a double. Offerman is DHing, so he will lead off with a double here. Clay baseball fan now joins us here at Kauffman Stadium. Next batter is the right fielder, Darren Lewis. 240 average, 2 homers, 40 RBIs in 99. Strategy role for Offerman. He was a bit of a thief. He's not going anywhere. Pitch from Rosado. 3-4, strikeout, 10 is high. Lewis, a 2-5, and it's a base hit right past short. Offerman will easily come around from second. He will score, and the Red Sox have a quick 1-0 lead. So Darren Lewis comes in with a quick RBI to bring in Offerman. An RBI single by Lewis. And now the third baseman, John Valentine. 253 average, 12 homers, 70 RBIs. Infield is at double play. Strategy for Lewis, and that's a 20. Rosado fires to first, but Lewis will get back. And now the pitch. Rosado, 1-4. That's at the park. Kauffman Stadium, 4-2, and that is a grounder to second base. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot Sanchez is 0. A 1-3, it's a double play. They will get it, 2 outs. So 4-6-3 double play hit into by John Valentine. And now 2 away. And that will bring up the shortstop, Nomar Garciaparra. A lot of people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. You could make an argument. And he had a great year in 99. 357 average, 27 bombs, 104 RBIs. I don't know. Do you guys put Garciaparra in the Hall of Fame? You can make an argument for him. Pitch from Rosado. 5-1. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Garciaparra, 6-6. He flies one to center field. And another guy that's going to probably get in the Hall probably next year will make the catch, and that is Beltran. And that'll retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits for the Red Sox, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox tonight is Bret Saberhagen. I'm going to definitely put Saberhagen in the Hall of the Very Good. I have no issue putting him in there. 10 wins, 6 losses, a 2.95 ERA for Saberhagen. He gets the call for the Red Sox tonight. Bottom of the first. Leading off for the Royals will be the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Will he get in the Hall of Fame next year? He just missed it this year. And since the Hall of Fame class for next season is very, very weak, I think Beltran will get in, and I think he's deserving of it anyway. He got over 3,000 hits, 293 average, 22 homers, 108 RBIs. I have no problem putting Beltran in the Hall of Fame. Actually, he didn't have 3,000 hits, but he was close. Saberhagen will go ahead and pitch. Saberhagen, 2-2 against the switch left. It's a blank. Beltran, 4-4, grounds it to first. That'll be handled by Mike Stanley, and he'll take it to the bag himself, 1 out. Next up, the third baseman, Joe Randa. He had a great year in 99. 314 average, 16 homers, 84 RBIs. Heck of a year for him. Pitch from Saberhagen, 4-4. That's a pitcher result. Righty, 1-3 is an out. 9 is too high. Randa, 6-2. Powers one into left field. That's a 7 against the righty. It's going to stay up there. Left fielder Troy O'Leary's going to get to it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And now here comes the left fielder, Johnny Damon, one of the subjects of the movie Moneyball. But he was on the Royals at this time before he went to Oakland for a year. And Johnny Damon, definitely Hall of the Very Good. 307 average, 14 homers, 77 RBIs in 99. Damon, heck of a fielder as well. Damon, let's see, 2-2. Oh, sorry, Saberhagen, 2-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Damon, 5-1, and that's a line drive right to second. That's gloved by Jeff Fry, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Saberhagen. 1-0 Red Sox after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Red Sox is the first baseman, Mike Stanley. Had a good year, 281 average, 19 homers, 72 RBIs in 99. Nothing wrong with that year. Pitch from Rosado, 5-6, wild pitch at the blank. Stanley, 1-1, powers one into left. That's a 14. That's going to stay up there in time enough for Johnny Damon to get to it. And that's going to be out number 1. Next batter is the left fielder, Troy O'Leary. Always felt he was a solid player. 280 average, 28 homers, 103 RBIs in 99. Solid player, O'Leary. I thought he was pretty steady. Rosado, 4-1. That is an automatic out. And it will be a fly to center field. And Beltran will come in a little bit, but grab it. That's out number 2. And here's the center fielder, Damon Buford, a 242 average, 6 homers, 38 RBIs for the Red Sox. Rosado, 1-3, strikeout 13. That's going to be high. Buford, 1-3, and he hits a base hit. He'll get that one pass short, and he will continue the inning. A single for Buford. And here comes the catcher, Jason Varitek, 269 average, 20 homers, 76 RBIs in 99. Michael Peterson joins us here at Kauffman Stadium. I know Michael Peterson is a huge Red Sox fan. You have a list of questions. I'll try to answer them there, Mike. Remember, during the regular season, I usually just like to play the game straight through. Strategy roll, and that's a 6. Buford stays where he is. Rosado, 6-6, strikeout, 18, no. Varitek, 2-3. It's a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Carlos Feeblis, and he will get that and throw to first and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. I know, Bret. Come on, you in Salvador America. I know you guys love the well, I know Salvador America loves the Yankees, of course. I know you love the Red Sox. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Royals is the first baseman, Jeff King, a 236 average, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. He only played in 21 games for the Royals here in 99. Saberhagen, 2-4, strikeout, 13 is high. King, a 4-2, and that's going to be a fly to right, handled there by Lewis, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Next batter is the Kansas City designated hitter, Larry Sutton, 225 average, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. He's DHing tonight. Saberhagen, 5-3, wild pitch. It's a blank. Sutton, 3-3, grounds it to second. Easy play for Fry. And over to first it goes, 2 down. And now here comes the right fielder, Jermaine Dye. Does anybody have a problem if I put him in the Hall? The very good. 294 average, 27 homers, 119 RBIs in 99. Jermaine Dye, a lot of very good players in the 99 season, as we'll get through them. Saberhagen, a 2-6, strikeout, 8, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Saberhagen. He only had 81 of them in 99. He only started 22 games. I think he might have gotten hurt later. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. 1-0 Red Sox after 2. We go to the top of the third. And leading off for Boston will be the second baseman, Jeff Fry. Don't know much about him. 281 average, a homer, 12 RBIs. Only played in 41 games for the Red Sox that year. Rosado, 1-6, strikeout, no. Fry, 6-1, liner, right to first. That's gloved by King. And that is the first out. That'll bring up Offerman. Offerman got a double his first time up. Raining in your real game now. Rosado, 6-6, strikeout. That'll be high. Offerman, 1-5, and he grounds it to second base. That'll be handled by Feeblis. And he'll toss it over to first to out number 2. Remember, these board games do mean something. The wins and losses on the board are the first tiebreaker in case of a tie at the end of the season. Then, of course, most runs scored, which was the second tiebreaker, which was won by the Detroit Tigers over the Milwaukee Brewers in the 1983 replay we did. Here's Lewis, and Lewis got a single his first time up. Of course, the Detroit Tigers won my 1983 World Series. Rosado, 3-5. That is an automatic out, and it'll be a grounder to third, handled there by Randa. And Randa will toss it over and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Royals will be the catcher, Chad Kruder, 225 average, 5 homers, 35 RBIs in 99. Chad Kruder, that name brings back a few memories. Saberhagen, 1-4, range play. Kruder, 1-4. That's a pop fly ball to second base. Going after that is Fry. He's in the outfield territory. His range is a 3. And he's got it. Nice play by him over the shoulder. He'll make the catch, and that is an out number 1. Nice play by Fry. 1 down. Here comes the shortstop, Ray Sanchez, another solid player. 294 average, 2 homers, 56 RBIs in 99. Saberhagen will go ahead and pitch. And 3-2, that's a blank. Sanchez, 5-6, grounds one to second. Once again, Fry will go ahead and get it. And he'll make the play for out number 2. That brings up the second baseman, Carlos. I don't know if it's pronounced Feebles. I'm not 100% sure. Carlos Feebles or Febles. I'm not 100%, or Feble. I'm not sure. 256 average, 10 homers, 53 RBIs. So somebody in the chat, check my pronunciation. Saberhagen, 1-2, strikeout, no. Feebles, 3-6, and it's a ground ball to first. That'll be handled by Stanley. Stanley takes it to the bag himself and will retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Royals. Still 1-0 Red Sox after 3. Fabulous. Thank you there, Tim. We go to the top of the 4th, and it will be John Valentin leading off for the Red Sox, 0-for-1. Rosado will pitch, and that's a 5-1 wild pitch. It's a blank. Valentin, 5-5, ground ball to third, handled there by Randa. Randa will toss it over, out number 1. Here's Garciaparra, who some people think belong in the Hall. And I just said you can make an argument for him. He had a heck of a year. Garciaparra is had a heck of a career. So, there's Nomar. Do you guys think Nomar belongs in the Hall of Fame? I mean, his stats. Not a home run hitter, no, but batted over 300. And a heck of a shortstop, too. Explain the line-out rule. If a line drive is hit there, okay, if a line drive is hit, anybody on base, okay, you roll to see where the runner is and who the runners are on. So if a line out is hit to the pitcher, you then roll a D6, okay, and if the runner's on first, he would be doubled off on a 1-4. If a runner's on second, he'd be doubled off on a 5. A runner on third, double off on a 6. And of course, if it's a blank, there's no double off. But I feel there's too many line outs, actually. It's almost every time I get a line drive, there always seems to be somebody doubled off. So I went to Chris. I said, from now on, anytime there's a line out, I'm going to consult the D20. If the D20 is odd, I will roll to see if there's a line out. If it's even, the runners get back. And the reason why I'm doing that, base running instincts today have gotten a lot better. Although you do see the occasional mess up. Garciaparra is 0-for-1, and Peterson says will be voted in by the writers. I agree. Ben Witz joins us here at Kauffman Stadium. Rosado, 2-5, hit by pitch. And that's a 10. -2 is an 8. That's a 9. No. Garciaparra, 3-6, and he gets a base hit right past third. And Garciaparra will get a single. He'll hold at first base, and that'll bring up Stanley. Stanley is 0-for-1. You use that rule today. Yeah, I feel there's just too many line outs. Line out double plays. Just too many. Those are really rare plays. So I told Chris I would go with that, and Chris actually said he had no problem with it. Garciaparra, 14 stolen bases, and at the 20, Rosado fires to first. Got him! Picked him off! Jose Rosado, pick off 1-3. That's a 3. He got Garciaparra napping. Garciaparra way off the bag, and that's going to be out number 2 as Rosado gets him. And now Stanley will back in there now with 2 outs. Pitch from Rosado, 4-4. That's at the park. Kauffman Stadium, 6-3. That's a grounder to short. Easy play there for Sanchez. And he will throw to first and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Saberhagen back on the mound. Leading off for the Royals will be Carlos Beltran, who should be in the Hall of Fame next year, who will be voted into the Hall of Fame. He's 0-for-1. Saberhagen will deal. Saberhagen, 1-2, strikeout, got him easily. It definitely gets him. That is strikeout number 2 for Saberhagen, 1 down. Next batter is Randa. Randa's 0 for 1. Saberhagen will deal. Wake up, Ben. 3-2. That's a blank. Randa. 1-6. And he pumps one up into foul territory, first base. Stanley's going to go ahead and get that. And he'll make the play for out number 2. And now here's Damon. Damon is 0 for 1. Saberhagen will pitch. Saberhagen, 4-2. Hit by pitch. No. Damon, 6-1. And he hits one, a fly ball to left field. O'Leary will get to that one. And he will make the catch and retires the side. 1-2-3 for Saberhagen. 1-0 Red Sox after 4. So far in a high-scoring season, we had a 3-1 game last night. We only have a 1-0 game tonight. Let's go to the top of the 5th. You meant Garciaparra. Here's Troy O'Leary leading off for the Bo Sox. He's 0 for 1. Rosado will pitch. 5-6. Wild pitch. It's a blank. O'Leary, 3-3, and he hits one to left field. Easy play for Damon. Damon will get there. That's out number 1. Buford is next. Buford got a single his first time up. Pitch from Rosado. 1-1, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. That's out number 2. And that is the first strikeout for Rosado. He had 141 of them in 99. 2 outs now for Varitek. Varitek is 0 for 1. Rosado will set it him and pitch. Rosado, 5-2, error on a grounder. Varitek, 2-4. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And coming over there is Damon, and he will make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Red Sox. Pitcher's duel here between Saberhagen and Rosado as we go to the bottom of the 5th. With 2 outs, a man on first, if a G is rolled, can I make force at second to end the inning? With 2 outs, a man on first, if a G is rolled, can you make force? Sure. You can make a force at second. I make the force at second. I usually look at the base running rating, the slower base runner is usually where I throw the ball. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, joins us here at Kauffman Stadium. Saberhagen gets back on the mound. And leading off for the Royals is Jeff King. King is 0 for 1. 1-0 Red Sox, bottom of the 5th here. Saberhagen, 5-1. Home run chance against a righty. A 1-18. The 15 is good. Against a righty, King needs an 11. Does King put the Royals on the board? No. King, 3-5. He hits it, gets way over the ball and chops it to short. Coming over there is Garciaparra. He'll get it and throw to first. And that is out number 1. Saberhagen gave up a bad one, but King does not get a hold of it. 1 down. Here's Sutton. Sutton is 0 for 1. Saberhagen will pitch. 1-5, strikeout. 13 is high. Sutton, 6-4, and that is a fly ball to left. O'Leary will get to it and makes the catch for out number 2. And the batter is Dye. Dye is 0 for 1. Just starting here in the 1999 season, Red Sox and Royals tonight. Saberhagen, 3-2. It's a blank. Dye, 5-5. And it's a base hit past second base. And that's the first hit of the game for the Royals, as Dye will get a single. And so Bret Saberhagen goes 4 2/3 of no-hit ball. Dye on at first. Here comes Kruder. Kruder's 0 for 1. Dye, not really a threat to do anything. And he's staying where he is. Saberhagen will pitch. Saberhagen, 3-3 against the switch left. It's a blank. Kruder, 4-6. Grounds one to short. Easily picked up there by Garciaparra. And right here, Mike. Okay, it's grounded to short. Jermaine Dye has a base running rating of 3. Kruder has a base running rating of 1. And here I'm going to say that he will throw to first to get Kruder. because Cooter is the slower runner, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Royals. 1-0 still Red Sox in a tight game here at Kauffman Stadium. So there's an example there for you, Mike. We go to the top of the 6th. Saberhagen can pitch to 22. Rosado can pitch to 27. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Jeff Fry. He's 0 for 1. 1-0. Combined ERA of these two pitchers is 6.7, and yet only a 1-0 game tonight. Rosado, 4-1. That is an automatic out. And it'll be a fly to center field, handled there by Beltran. And Beltran will put it away for the out. Here's Offerman. I still think he belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. Offerman is 1 for 2 with a double. Rosado will deal. Rosado, 3-5. That's an automatic out. And it'll be a fly to right. Handled easily there by Jermaine Dye. He makes the catch for the second out. And now Darren Lewis. Lewis is 1 for 2. Rosado, he'll pitch. Rosado, 3-5, and that is an automatic out. Wow, Rosado had complete control of the inning today. That's going to be a grounder to short, handled by Sanchez. Sanchez tosses it over and retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bo Sox. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Tight ball game here in an early day, in an infant level of the 99 season. Ray Sanchez leads off for KC. He's 0 for 1. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Kauffman Stadium. Saberhagen, 3-2. It's a blank. Sanchez, 1-3. Grounder right back to Saberhagen, a comebacker. And he'll handle that easily and underhand it to first. That'll bring up Fabulous. Fabulous is 0 for 1. Saberhagen, he will deal. 4-1, error on a throw. Fabulous, 3-5, and that is a ground ball to short. That's picked up by Garcia Parra. His error rating is a 7. That's a 5. He throws it wild. Stanley's range is a 2. He will prevent the ball from getting past him, but that's going to be an error on Garcia Parra. That is going to be an E6. And that's the first error on the Red Sox in the ball game. As Garcia Parra throws it wild. And lucky for him, Stanley prevents the ball from getting past him, so Fabulous is on first. Because the Major Duck runs on a Long Island Ducks game, was suspended for about 10 games. I think he went after someone with a bat. As Davonine GLA joins us here at Kauffman Stadium. Next batter is Beltran, who will be in the Hall of Fame next year, or should be. He's 0 for 2, though. Infielder double play depth, and Fabulous is staying home. Saberhagen, 4-2, hit by pitch. He's a 4, -3 is a 1. That's a 3, no. Beltran, 5-4, and he powers one into right field. That's a 17, and against a righty, Beltran is going to tie the ball game. Beltran's going to have an RBI triple. Coming around from first is Fabulous. He will score. We're tied at 1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Just got the triple on a 17, and he just got it against Saberhagen. And now we're tied at 1. And now the batter is Randa. Randa's 0 for 2. And there is one out. The infield will play in. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Beltran stays put. Saberhagen will pitch. Saberhagen, 2-2 against the righty. Walk. 18 is high. Randa, 1-5. And that's a ground ball to second base. Beltran, the infield is in. His base running rating is a 1. Do we send him or do we take the shore out? I think if we send him, the throw is going to come to the plate. So I don't know. Beltran's base running rate is a 1. I don't think they would. I think they will hold him. The throw will go to first to out number 2. I'm going to make that call. They hold Beltran. So the throw goes to first for the out, 2 away, because now you have a chance for Damon. Damon is 0 for 2. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th, now tied at 1. Saberhagen, strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Saberhagen will pitch. Saberhagen, 5-1. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-15. That's going to miss. No, 16. Damon, 6-3, and he hits a hard line drive to first. Stanley puts up the glove. Pow! Inning over. Line out to first, but the Royals are on the board. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. On an RBI triple by Beltran, we're tied at 1 after 6. Something tells me this 1999 season is going to be a wacky one. Top of the 7th, John Valentine leads off for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 2. Rosado still got left in the tank. This is the 90s. They still let the pitchers pitch a little bit, but it was right around now the pitch counts really started looking at pitch counts. Rosado, 4-4. That's at the park. Kauffman, 6-2. That is a blank. We're going to have a rare play. And that's why this is going to be our first play, our first rare play in this 99 season. Rare play, base is empty. And that is a 35. Grounded to short, who throws up the line. Resolve his error play for first base. First baseman is King. His error rating is a 6. That's a 20. He's not going to make an error. He's not going to make an error, so that means he's going to make the play, and Valentine is going to be out 1 down. That's as far as it goes. So he will go ahead and make the play, and that is the first out. So that just goes as a grounder. That just goes as a grounder to short. Next up is Garcia Parra. Garcia Parra is 1 for 2. Yep, this is the 90s, not 2024 or 2025. Rosado, a 3-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Nomar, 6-4. Fly ball to left. Pretty deep, but he'll stay in the park. Damon will get to it. And that is out number 2. Next up is Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 2. Rosado will deal. Rosado, 2-6. That's an automatic out. And it will be a grounder to third. Easily picked up by Randa. Randa's got it. Throws to first. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Red Sox. Still tied at 1. We are already at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night, if you guys want to see a Hall of Fame pitching matchup tomorrow, you certainly got it. We're going to Turner Field for a huge National League matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Atlanta Braves. Pitching for the Diamondbacks? Well, there's only one guy I can choose, and that's the big unit himself, Randy Johnson. Going for the Braves, another Hall of Famer, Tom Glavine. I'm pretty sure you guys will not want to miss a pitching matchup. between the most intimidating left-hander in baseball history and definitely one heck of a Hall of Famer in Glavine. Diamondbacks and the Braves. Randy Johnson and Tom Glavine. That will be tomorrow night here on Inside Pitch. We go to the bottom of the seventh here. Red Sox and Royals tied at one, a very fast-moving game so far. Usually you get that in pitchers' duels. Jeff King will lead off for the Royals. He's 0 for 2. Saberhagen will be tired after King. Saberhagen will pitch. Saberhagen, 4-2. Hit by pitch. Plunk. Ouch. He got him. 24 minus. That's a 24. That's a 9. King must have gotten plunked many times. And that is a hit batter. That's the first hit batter of the game. That will bring up Sutton. Saberhagen is now tired. They're going to let him pitch. And Saberhagen will pitch to Sutton. King will go ahead and stay at first. Infield is at double play. Strategy roll. And that is a 1. King gets the steal sign. A 1 and a 0. He had 2 stolen bases. That's a 20. Minus 2 is 18. Boston's catcher Veritek plus 1 is a 19. I'm sending him. King is going to try to steal second base. The only way he is out is on a 20. No, he's safe easily. So we got the steal sign, and King goes to second as he gets a stolen base. And now Sutton will bat with a man on second. And with a runner on second, that might be it for Saberhagen, although they're going to let him pitch here. So King on at second. Infield, that does take away the double play. Strategy roll. King stays put. Saberhagen will pitch. Saberhagen, 1-4. Range play. Sutton, 1-6. That's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Fry. Infield is back. His range is a 3. Nope, that's going to be a base hit for Sutton. King, base runner 2, and that will not be good enough. He will hold at third base. So now the Royals got something going on here, a single by Sutton. Now the batter is Dye, and that will be it for Saberhagen. They will take him out. So Saberhagen coming out, the infield will come in, and the Red Sox are going to the bullpen, and they will go with coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Jim Corsi. 1 win, 3 losses, no saves, a 4.34 ERA. Jim Corsi will come on to pitch. So Saberhagen leaves right. They could leave with the L. But Corsi, the new pitcher. So Jim Corsi will go ahead and pitch. Infield is in. Runners at first and third. No one out. Bottom of the 7th. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Corsi will deal. Corsi, 2-1. That's a pitcher result. Righty, 1-2's an out. And that is a 2. It's an automatic out. Wow, he got it. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base. King with the infield in. His base running rating is a 0. He cannot score. It's great at the second. The only play is the first, and that's out number 1. So Jermaine Dye hits one to second, and Fry looks King back and then throws to first to get the out. But the runner will advance. 1 down, and here comes Kruder. Kruder is 0 for 2. Infield staying in. Runners at second and third, bottom of the 7th, tied at 1 here in an early regular season game between the Red Sox and the Royals. Strategy roll, nothing on the 11. Corsi, a 6-6 against a switch left. That's a blank. Kruder, 4-2, and it's a ground ball to third. The infield is in, King can't score, and the throw goes to first, 2 down. So a grounder to third, and Valentin looks King back and throws it over, 2 down. And now here's Sanchez. Sanchez is 0 for 2. Fans here at Kauffman Stadium hoping maybe the Royals can come through, but Jim Corsi shutting them down at the moment. Tied at 1, bottom of the 7th. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. King on it 2nd, Sutton on it 1st. Corsi looking at it, Sanchez. Corsi, 3-6, that's at the park. Kauffman Stadium, 1-6, and it's a ground ball to short. Getting over there is going to be Garcia Parra. He's got it, throws to first, and the Royals get nothing. Good day, sir. No runs, 1 hit, a steal, and a hit batter. And the Royals get nothing out of that as Jim Corsi gets the Red Sox out of it. You just don't see managing like this on that other channel with the fluffy cat. We go to the top of the 8th. Jose Rosado can pitch to 4 more batters before he tires. Troy O'Leary will lead off for the Red Sox. He'll bat. So Rosado will go up against O'Leary here in the top of the 8th, still tied at 1. Rosado will deal. And 5-1, wild pitch. It's a blank. O'Leary, 5-2, fly ball, center field. Beltran will get to that. And that's out number 1. Next batter is Buford. Buford is 1 for 2 with a single. Rosado will go ahead and deal. Rosado, 1-5, possible error. Buford, 5-6. That's a ground ball to third. That ball has hit the Randa. His error rating is a 10. That's a 20. He'll go ahead and make the play. Randa will toss it over for out number 2. Nice play by Randa to avoid the error. And now Veritek. Veritek is 0 for 2. Rosado will go ahead and pitch. Rosado, 1-4. That's at the park. Kauffman Stadium, 4-2. Grounder to second base, handled there by Fabulous. Fabulous will get that, throw to first, and the inning is over. 1-2-3, go the Red Sox. Jose Rosado has done a heck of a job tonight. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Carlos Fabulous due to lead off for the Royals. He'll bat. He is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Corsi coming out of the game. Red Sox will make a pitching change. And they're going to go ahead and bring out. They're going to bring out the closer now. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Derek Lowe. Not a bad pitcher. 6 wins, 3 losses, 15 saves. A 2.63 ERA for the Red Sox in 99. So Derek Lowe will pitch, and he can pitch to 6 batters before he tires. So Derek Lowe will come on to pitch. Fabulous will bat. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. Red Sox and Royals. Lowe, 1-2. Error on a grounder. Fabulous. 4-3. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit over to Valentine. His error rating is a 10. That's a 2. This time he will make an error. And Fabulous is safe. That's going to be an E5, and that's going to be the second error on the Red Sox in this ball game. And the Royals did take advantage of that. So that's an error here on Valentine. And now the batter is Beltran. Beltran, 1 for 3, got an RBI triple his last time up. Infield double play. Strategy. Nothing happening on the 17. Lowe will go ahead and deal with Beltran. Fans here at Kauffman Stadium hoping Beltran can smack one out. Pitch coming from Lowe. 3-5. Possible error. Beltran. 5-1, base hit right field. That'll be a single. Right fielder is Darren Lewis. His error rating is a 0, so there won't be an error. So normal base running advancement. Base runner 4, single to right, a 1-3. Fabulous gets the third. And he doesn't. He'll hold at second base. A nice play by the right fielder, Lewis, to throw the ball in there. So Fabulous has to hold at second. But now runners at first and second and no one out. And now here comes Randa. Randa's 0 for 3. Infield still a double play, but the Royals have a very good chance to maybe get a run here. Lowe looks in at Randa. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Lowe will go ahead and deal. Low, 6-4, strikeout, no, 20 is high. Randa, 1-6, and he popped it up to first base. Pop fly ball to first. Stanley's going to make the catch. Infield fly rule, 1 out. That is also a rule. If there's if there is an error rating check on an infielder in a pop-up with runners at first and second or bases loaded, I'm calling an infield fly rule, no error. I did mention that to Chris. Chris said he had no issue with it. Here's Damon. Damon is 0 for 3. You kind of think Damon's due for a hit. 1 out here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Fabulous at second. Beltran on at first. Lowe will go ahead and deal. Lowe, 5-5. It's a blank. Damon, 5-4. And it's lifted to left. And that will be O'Leary getting to that. He makes the catch, out number 2. Lowe now trying to get out of a jam. And now here's King. King is 0 for 2, got hit by a pitch. Question is, do you maybe bring in a pinch hitter for King? And let's see here. We are in this is a big chance. And I think you do. He was not listed. He was not in the starting lineup, but he is on the bench. And he is going to come in. Jeff King is coming in, and coming on to pinch hit for the Royals and take over at first base will be Mike Sweeney. He had a heck of a year. 322 average, 22 homers, 102 RBIs. So Sweeney will now come on to play first base. Lousy at the position. More of a DH, I think, but he's going to come in as they're going to go with his bat. So Mike Sweeney will come on to bat. Still 2 outs. Fabulous at second, Beltran on at first. Derek Lowe trying to get out of the inning. Strategy roll. Nothing there. Sweeney looking at a big-time hit. Lowe will pitch. 5-4. That's at the park. Kauffman Stadium. 5-1. And it's a base hit for Mike Sweeney. It's a single into center field. Fabulous, a base running rating of 4. With 2 outs becomes a 5. A single to center. +2 is a 7. Fabulous will come in. He will score. Beltran, a base runner 3. What becomes a 4 with 2 outs. -1. A 1-3. Beltran gets the third. He doesn't. He holds at second. Sweeney holds at first. 2-1 Royals. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Mike Sweeney. You just don't see managing like this on that other channel with the fluffy cat. You just don't. Bringing in Mike Sweeney to just unbelievable managing. That other channel wishes it could manage like RJL Network. We go to the bottom of the second, bottom of the 8th. Sutton is the batter, so now that is a chance there. So now 2-1 Royals. Sutton is the batter. He's 1 for 3, and he's going to hit. So Beltran on at second, Sweeney on at first. Strategy roll still active. That is a 4, nothing happening there. Lowe will pitch. Lowe, 4-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Sutton, 6-3, and it's a fly ball to center field. Coming in is going to be Buford. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits for the Royals, and 1 huge error. 2-1 Royals after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Jeff Fry is the leadoff batter for the Red Sox with a 281 average. He'll bat. Kansas City, that will be it for Rosado. He leaves with a W because now Kansas City will go ahead and bring in their closer. And I think we'll bring in their, well, actually, will they? Their bullpen is horrible. Might want to think about that. I'm almost afraid to bring him in. But he is the closer, and I'm going to go with him. Coming on to pitch for the Royals is going to be Jeff Montgomery. 1 win, 4 losses, 12 saves, but a 6.84 ERA. Jeff Montgomery is going to try to close the game. And everybody knows about Jeff Montgomery, I'm pretty sure. Jeff Fry leads off for the Red Sox. Top of the ninth, 2-1 Royals. Montgomery's going to try to close this game. Montgomery will pitch. 6-3 against the righty. Strikeout, 20 is high. Fry, 4-6, and he powers one into left field. That's a 2, and that's going to be a base hit. Jeff Fry gets the leadoff single. So leadoff hit for the Red Sox. As Fry goes to first, the batter now is Offerman. I do use the 3-batter rule. Offerman is 1 for 3. He's got a double. Fry, not that great speed, but in the 90s, they're pretty much the American League, pretty much the rosters were pretty much like 13 and 12. Not like the 80s and the 70s when I had extra batters and less pitchers. So Fry is on at first. Strategy roll still, and that's a 1. Fry gets the steal sign. 10 minus 1 is 9. Kruder minus 1 is 8. Fry's not going anywhere. Montgomery, infield double play. Montgomery will pitch. 3-2 against the switch left. It's a base hit right past the pitcher and into the outfield. Fry will hold at second base. He doesn't have the speed to get to third. And just like that, the Red Sox have runners at first and second. Maybe I should have let Rosado try to complete the game. Because now here's Lewis. Lewis is 1 for 3. Still runners at first and second. 2-1 Royals. Jeff Montgomery trying to get an out. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Fry stays at second. Offerman at first. Montgomery will deal. Montgomery, 4-6. Home run chance. Righty, 1-10. The 6 is good. Now against the righty, Lewis needs a 1. Now, he only had 2 home runs that year. And last night, we had Chris Gomez get a big home run. Lewis needs a 1. No. Lewis, 4-3. And it's a ground ball to first. It's a grounder to first. 1-1-2, 1-1-1, since it was hit to first. Shortstop pivot. Sanchez is 0. They turn a double play on a 1. No. Fry will get to third. Offerman has good enough speed. The only play they had was to get Lewis at first, and that's 1 out. The infield will now come in, but they do get the out, and the runners will advance. So grounder to first base, but Randa will make sure he gets the shore out. And now 1 down, and here's Valentin. Valentin is 0 for 3. Infield is in. Fans here at Kauffman Stadium biting their fingernails, hoping Montgomery can get it done. And now the question is, do I want to leave him in there? He did make his 3 batters. Let me see what the Royals want to do. The bullpen for the Royals is just god-awful. The bullpen is terrible. And I mean the 99 Royal bullpen is bad. You know what, Jeff Montgomery? You're getting paid to close games. Get her done. Fry is on at third. Offerman on at second. Valentin at the plate. Garcia Parra, the next batter up. No, you do not walk Valentin. Infield is in. Fans at Kauffman Stadium getting ready. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Montgomery, he will pitch. 4-3, hit by pitch. No. Valentine, 6-1, and it's a base hit to right field. Fry will come in to score. Offerman, a base runner 4. It's a single to right. Single to right, a 1-4. Offerman will score. It's a 6. Offerman coming around third. Valentine going to second. Right fielder is Dye. He has a -1 arm. A 1-5, there'll be a play at the plate. There is. Offerman coming around to score. A 2-5, Offerman is out. No! Offerman will score. He will come in to score. The throw goes to second to get Valentine, and that is out number 2. They cannot get the play as a cutoff man is done there. Cutoff man is in by Sanchez, who throws to second base to get Valentine. That's out number 2, but the Red Sox have taken the lead. Stadium barfs. Blech. So that is an RBI single by a 2 RBI single by Valentine, but he's thrown out at second, trying to get the extra base. But Offerman and Fry both score. It's 3-2, both Sox. 9th inning magic strikes again. The next batter is Garcia Parra. That'll be it from Montgomery. And I probably should have let Rosado pitch. New pitcher coming in for the Royals. And it is going to be Scott Service. And he ain't much better. 5 wins, 5 losses, 8 saves, a 6.09 ERA. This Royal bullpen was terrible. A great game by Rosado wasted. And now Montgomery on the head for the loss. And Lowe is now off the hook. And Garcia Parra is now the batter. 2 outs. Top of the 9th, 3-2 Red Sox. Service will pitch. 1-2, error on a throw. Garcia Parra, 1-3. And that is a ground ball. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Sweeney. His error rating is a 12. That's a 2. That's going to be an error. Service's his range is a 1. That's going to get past him. And Garcia Parra, though, will hold it first. He will not take second. So that is going to be an E3. First error on the Royals in the ball game. They had 2 historically in the game. And now the batter is Stanley. Wow, more excitement in this 9th inning than the rest of the game pretty much combined. Garcia Parra on at first. And Stanley is 0 for 3. 3-2 Red Sox now. Strategy rolls are back on. Garcia Parra does not get the steal. He'll stay put. Service. A 2-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Stanley. 1-2. And a hard line drive to short. That's gloved by Sanchez, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. A big error. Oh, well, actually, that error really didn't come up. But the Red Sox now have a 3-2 lead here going into the bottom of the 9th. So will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Good news for the Red Sox. Derek Lowe can still, well, he is tired. They may keep him out there to pitch. We'll find out what I want to do here. Bottom of the 9th inning. And now leading off for the Royals is Jermaine Dye. And he's 1 for 3. Let's see what the Red Sox want to do. And they are going to they're going to stick with Derek Lowe. He's tired. They're going to stick with him. So Derek Lowe is going to be asked to try to get a few more outs. Jermaine Dye will bat. Bottom of the 9th inning, 3-2 Red Sox. Lowe will pitch. 1-2, error on a grounder. Dye, 2-3, and that's a base hit to right field. Single to right, Darren Lewis has an error rating of 0. He won't make an error, he'll get it. But the tying run is aboard. So Jermaine Dye gets a hit. And now here's Kruder. Kruder is going to bat. At least I think he will. Yeah, he'll bat. Kruder will bat. He is 0 for 3. And switch right. Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm going to let Lowe pitch. Want to keep him in there. One more batter. Infield is a double play. Kruder, the batter, he's 0 for 3. Strategy. Nothing on the 18. Kruders get bunt. Lowe will deal. Lowe, 3-1 against the switch left. That's a blank. Kruder, 1-2. It's a ground ball to first. 3-3-3. Shortstop pivot. Garcia Parra -1. A 1 or a 2. It's a double play. They got it. 2 outs. 3-6-3 double play. What a play there by Stanley to Garcia Parra. I'm back to Stanley. 2 down. And now the last chance for the Royals is Ray Sanchez. He's 0 for 3, and he'll bat. 2 men down. Lowe will trying to get the win. This would not be a save. This would be a win for him. 2 men down here. Lowe looking at Sanchez. Fans at Kauffman Stadium hoping for a big hit. Lowe will pitch. 6-5. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. That'll get picked up there by Valentin. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. The Boston Red Sox look like they were going to go away, but they come away and win this game 3-2. Stadium barfs. No runs and a hit for the Royals as the Boston Red Sox come away with the win. And I'm going to and the manager with the fluffy cap must have came in and decided to let Jeff Montgomery pitch. I'll blame it on that. I'll blame it on that channel, because this channel never would have let Jeff Montgomery pitch. But the Red Sox will get a win here. They'll get a win. They will go to 2-0 on the infant season, and the Royals will drop to 0-2. Final line score coming up. For the Red Sox, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. For the Royals, 2 runs, 7 hits, and an error. The winning pitcher is Derek Lowe. He's going to wind up with the win. Jeff Montgomery does take the loss. So a nice win here for the Red Sox. They get their first board win of the 99 season. But we are not done. 10-minute ticker is next. Yeah, that other manager from that channel must have came in to let Jeff Montgomery pitch. I know RJL Network never would have let that happen. Nah, that had the other channel must have infiltrated this channel. It's got to be. Never would have happened. You see managing like that on that other channel, not this one. Although I can't beat the fluffy cat. Yep, definitely Demo's fault there, Peter. Definitely his fault. Absolutely. Where did that die go? I just lost my black die. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Red Sox will get their victory over the Royals 3-2. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight, early here in April. April 7th, Cleveland at Anaheim. Indians 13-43, that is 6. Anaheim 5-54, and that's 5. That's a win for the Tribe. Tampa Bay at Baltimore. Devil Rays 7-62, that's 7. Orioles 1752, and that is 8. That's a win for the O's. Toronto at Minnesota. Blue Jays 1553, and that's 8. And I have lots of high-scoring games. Minnesota 532, and that is 3. It's a win for the Jays. Yankees and the Athletics. Yankees 1514, and that's 3. Oakland 915, and that is 2. A win for the Yanks. White Sox and the Mariners. White Sox 1746, that's 8. Mariners 1551, and that is 7. And it's a win for the White Sox. Detroit at Texas. Tigers 1421, 4 runs. Rangers 1763, 10 runs. A win for the Rangers. Phillies and the Braves. Phillies 446, and that's 4. Atlanta 1251 at 7. A win for the Braves. Giants and the Reds. Giants 1016, 3 runs. Reds 941 and 5 runs. A win. That game belongs to the Reds. Mets and the Marlins. Can my Mets finally get a win here? Mets 1436, and that is 6. Marlins 731, that is 3. And my Mets get their first happy recap of the year. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs 134 and 3 runs. Astros 1163, 9 runs. A win for the Stros. Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. D-backs 952, and that's 6. Dodgers 853, and that is also 6, and they're going into extras. Arizona rolls a 6, -3 is 3. Dodgers roll a 3, -2 is 1. That's going to be a win for the D-backs. Expos and the Pirates. Expos 1024, 3 runs. Pirates 1056, 7 runs. Raise the Jolly Roger. Rockies and the Padres. Rockies 1066, that's 11. Padres 861, and that is 7. It's a win for the Rockies. Brewers and the Cardinals. Brewers 812, 1 run. Cardinals 934, and that's 4 runs. It's a win for the Redbirds. On to April 8th, Cleveland and Anaheim. The 10-minute ticker may take a little longer now because we actually have all 30 teams in baseball. Cleveland 1623, and that is 4. Unlike the older seasons, we didn't have all 30 teams. Anaheim 422, and that's 2. A win for the Tribe. Tampa Bay at Baltimore. Devil Rays 823, and that's 3. Orioles 1441, and that's 6. A win for the O's. Boston at Kansas City. Red Sox 922, 3 runs. Royals 1131, 4 runs, and the Royals will get a win. Toronto at Minnesota. Toronto 1046, that's 6. Twins 956, that is 7. A win for the Twins. Philadelphia at Atlanta. Phillies 352, and that is 5. Braves 1251, and that is 7. A win for the Braves. Sweating is always a pain in the butt. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs 316, and that is 1. Astros 923, and that is 3. Another win for the Stros. Rockies and the Dodgers. Rockies 1912, and 3 runs. Dodgers 1533, and that is 5 runs. A win for the Dodgers. Mets and the Expos. Mets 1331, and that is 5. Expos 442, and that is 4. Another happy recap for the Mets. The Mets in 99 were not a bet. Were pretty decent. Did make the playoffs. They were a good team. Padres and the Giants. Padres 743, and that's 5. Giants 22-23, and that's 6. It's a win for the G-Men. Brewers and the Cardinals. Brewers 14-24, and that's 4. Cardinals 17-15, and that is 4. And they're going to extras. Milwaukee rolls a 5 plus 0. Cardinals roll a 2 minus 1, and that will be a win for the Brewers in extras. On to April 9th. Toronto at Baltimore. Blue Jays 11-21, and that is 3. Orioles 13-62, that's 9, a win for the O's. Kansas City at the White Sox. Royals 8-44, and that's 5. White Sox 21-44, and that is 8, a win for the Chi Sox. Cleveland at Minnesota. Indians 18-46, and that is 8. Twins 6-11, that is 0. And the Indians are out of the gate pretty quick. Detroit at the Yankees. Tigers 2-15, and that is 1. Yankees 26-64, that's 13. And the Yankees blow them up. Oakland at Seattle. Lots of high-scoring, fast-score games I think we're going to see, not like the other ones. Oakland 14-55, and that is 8. Mariners 9-51, and that is 6, a win for the Athletics. Boston at Tampa Bay. Red Sox 10-52, that is 6. Devil Rays 9-45, that is 5, a win for the Red Sox. Anaheim at Texas. Angels 7-51, that is 5. Rangers 11-66, that's 11, and they will get the win. Diamondbacks and the Braves, we have these two tomorrow. D-backs 13-32, and that is 5. Braves 6-12, that is 1, a win for the D-backs. Phillies and the Marlins. Phillies 14-12, and that is 2. Marlins 22-64, that's 12, a win for the Fish. Milwaukee at Houston. Brewers 10-13, and that is 2. Astros 11-25, that is 4, a win for the Stros. Rockies and the Dodgers. Rockies 12-33, that is 5. Dodgers 19-46, and that's 8, a win for the Dodgers. Mets and the Expos. Mets 11-26, and that is 4. Expos 4-54, and that is 5. The Expos will get the win. Cubs and the Pirates. Cubs 6-31, that's 3. Pirates 12-22, and that's also 3. We're going to extras. Both teams roll a 5. Chicago's a +3. Pittsburgh is a -1. That will be a win for the Cubs. Padres and the Giants. Padres 8-61, and that is 7. Giants 11-35, and that is 5. That's a win for the Padres. Reds and the Cardinals. Reds 9-11, that's 0. Cardinals 5-51, and that is 5. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we got a Hall of Fame pitching matchup. We will be at Turner Field as the Arizona Diamondbacks take on the Atlanta Braves, the most intimidating left-hander in baseball history. The big unit, Randy Johnson, will be pitching for the D-backs. Another Hall of Famer on the Braves side will be pitching, Tom Glavine. Two of the best going after each other. The big unit and Glavine, D-backs and Braves. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Boston Red Sox take it right back from the Royals tonight. They win it in Kauffman Stadium 3-2. We'll see you for a big Hall of Fame matchup tomorrow night.